All right. So World Bicycle Relief is a 16-year-old organization who creates access to education, healthcare, and economic opportunities through life-changing bicycles so that individuals, families, and communities in rural regions around the world can thrive through the power of bicycles. WBR combines purposefully designed Buffalo bicycles with community-led program and social enterprise sales to meet the need for reliable, accessible transportation. To date, we've distributed over 600,000 bicycles. We have assembly facilities in Malawi, Kenya, Zambia, Zimbabwe, and Colombia. And there we also have finance program and M&E offices and officers. We also have development and marketing offices located in the US, Germany, the UK, Australia, Switzerland, and South Africa. So to date, we're altogether about 170 employees. Quite a few of them work in country as assemblers and office experts in their fields, which is a beautiful thing. Okay. Forward in the slide. Come on. There we go. All right. So now when we say purposefully designed bicycle, here's what I mean. I'm talking about a single speed steel, heavy duty, high quality bicycle. We affectionately call this 50 pounds of love. And what keeps us up at night is basically this. We want to see students who are seeking an education get to school. We want to support entrepreneurs to reach larger markets further away with bigger loads. And we work in support of healthcare being delivered in rural regions where access is a barrier, a complete barrier, and walking long distances is, de rigueur. Caregivers who are reaching their patients are combating diseases like TB, malaria, HIV. They're supporting maternal mortality and child mortality and healthcare. And these are volunteers who have day lives and families to take care of on top of doing this generous work. Some are on stipends, some are hired, but for the most part, the healthcare workers we work with are volunteers. And the ultimate goal is we wish to see people cycle out of poverty to thrive with a transportation option beyond walking. So let me show you a video to see if this kind of sums up. I hope that gave you a sense of, oops, there we go. I hope that gave you a sense of what we're up to. So here we are in the current situation. Here at Harvard GlobalWE, we're a gathering of people who know we're fortunate. You know what? We want to give back, and we want to give back where we can have impact. And we want to know that we can focus on women and girls empowerment. And I imagine you want to make sure that your donations and time and energy is given to organizations who have long-term sustainable impact. Hopefully I can demonstrate this to you today. We feel that this focus on healthcare is the key, because guess what? You can't go to school, you can't go to work if you're not healthy. End of story. So we got to get and keep people healthy first and foremost. Education might be the great equalizer, but without our health, none of that can happen. So here's some statistics for you. Researchers with the UN estimate that 75% of deaths across rural sub-Saharan Africa are related to distance. Patients simply cannot reach health facilities in time, if at all. Our bicycles help address this situation. And then this survey compiled by the National Library of Medicine found that across 14 sub-Saharan African countries, the nearest skilled birth attendant for rural women is, on average, an hour and a half's walk away. So sort of explains why so many women are still having their children without the support of trained professionals by their side, which is dangerous and terrifying. This is something we're really excited about. This is our Mobilized Communities in a model all wrapped up in one map in Zimbabwe. With the lessons learned from careful data collecting from our 3 pillars of focus: education, healthcare, and economic opportunity, we were thinking, what would happen if, what would the impact be if we concentrated a lot of bicycles in each of those programs in one tight area? Can we raise the whole area out of poverty by having a targeted approach? Well, we're about to find out. We're excited about this. The Mobilized Communities, it's a comprehensive program, still in pilot stage with 10 small areas in support of achieving these sustainable development goals. I'm pretty sure you're all familiar with those. We're collecting data carefully to prove out our assumptions. And this effort, it's holistic, multi-sector, multi-year. But how we do it, this is the key. How we do it is through a community needs assessment. Local community leaders, they do this needs assessment. They conduct the questions of the local leaders, and they find out what people need and who needs what. This is a 5-year cycle plan, and we have 10 programs planned. 5 are up and running, 1 in each of our countries, and 5 are about ready to bust open. The needs assessment data surveys are in progress as we speak. So it's pretty exciting. All right, but here's one of the keys to our sustainable impact. It's not a handout, it's a hand up. One of the things we do is we assemble a bicycle supervisor committee, and these are comprised of respected members of the community. They're village chief and chiefess, government people, head teachers, PTA, church leaders, and definitely students, sort of like the prefect students will join the bicycle supervisory committee. It's usually about 10 people per area. And this is the group that choose the bicycle recipients. They're beholden to their community. They have to look these people in the face and be able to, in their hearts, justify their choices. They also support their choices. Let's say students or healthcare workers aren't coming in. They're not coming to school. They're not coming to clinic. Well, where are they? The bicycle supervisory committee people will go to their houses and check in on them. They'll say, are you sick? Or, did someone get pregnant at home? Or did you leave or to go get a job elsewhere in another country, another area? Or, did someone steal your bicycle? So that's kind of a neat sustainability, how do you say, like accountability factor in the program. As well, we also train field mechanics. This is a group of people that will train with the bike mechanic tools and a uniform. They get bike training as well as they get business training, short business training, profit and loss, inventory control, those kind of mindsets. And with their preventative maintenance in play, they can keep the bikes on the road for 10 good years. We also work in partnership. That's important. We have loads of partners with our healthcare program. We work with Red Cross, Save the Children, World Vision, UNICEF, PATH, USAID. And we're really, honestly, really proud of that. That's exciting to work with other wonderful groups. Advancing, there we go. Okay, I'm gonna show you one video here with a voice from one of our healthcare workers. This is Sididuso. Here we go.
People struggling with transport, especially when there is a sick person. Sometimes one can die due to lack of transport. I am Situtu Zokumete. I'm 53 years. I am a village health worker. When I used to walk between patients, I used to visit less patients I came home late and it was difficult for me. When I was told that I'm going to receive a bicycle, I was very happy because I know that I'm now able to reach more patients, doing more home visits. I visit patients in time, I come back home in time, and cook for my boys in time, and I have time to rest. There are more patients in the community. Some are far from the village health workers, so I wish all village health workers to have bicycle.
There we go. Sita Duzo. So when she says on time, she does all of these things on time. You know what she's talking about? She's talking about before the sun sets. She wants to get her work done, get her children fed before the lights go out. You know, if she has a torch, great, but that's not a whole lot of light. And her little fire, so the bicycle really helps to mitigate all of that. Oh, look at these statistics. Yeah, I really want to talk about this middle one. This is my favorite. This is the health workers with Buffalo bicycles had a 95% retention rate. Well, this is a statistic after bicycles. Before there were bicycles within healthcare programs, 50% of people stayed in the volunteer work. They might have gotten sick, their children might have gotten sick. The rainy seasons come, they have to go around the river, which is, you know, it takes way too much time. So the retention rate flew up once bicycles were added into the mix. Before I talk about ways to get involved, I really want to share this photograph because I'm so excited about it. It's Malaha Clinic in Kenya. And here's why I'm excited about it. It's because, and I'm not name dropping, but I'm going to name drop. Condoleezza Rice and the dearly departed Madeleine Albright chose this photo from, somehow they found our website, asked if they could have access to this photo because they've designed a masterclass on diplomacy and they wanted to illustrate their feelings about transportation for healthcare, you know, accessibility. And what this tells me is that the recognition of this need for transportation option is growing. It's not just us, right? It's, you know, people from the top asking for examples of this. So that I love. And how do we get involved? How can you support World Bicycle Relief and Mobilize Communities? Well, you know, donations, of course, are always welcome. $165 puts a life-changing bicycle into the hands of a community healthcare worker, student or entrepreneur. Of course, follow us on social media. I wanted to put up in the chat this, this too. Join us June 3rd through 5th for Pedal to Empower. This is exciting. It's a global ride, probably 16 or more countries will be involved. It's everything from bike nerds and bike experts, mountain bikers, road bikers, to families and individuals. You can take your kid to go for ice cream and it counts. If you want to do a major fundraising situation, we'd be really thrilled to help you set up a page of your own and give you some inspiration to invite your friends. So